Hi folks! This year, I've become more focused on managing my budget, and it's led me to think about how I can optimize the yield in my small urban garden to get the most savings from the grocery store. With a 4x10 raised bed, my plan is to fill it with vegetables that offer the greatest value, maximizing both space and potential savings. I visited the Michigan State University website and referred to their vegetable production chart, which lists the yield per 100 square feet in pounds. I then recalculated the yields for my 40 square foot garden, converting the measurements to grams. Next, I researched the current prices of vegetables at Walmart. For example, chives are priced at 77 cents for 7 grams, which works out to $11 per 100 grams. I used the same method to calculate the price per 100 grams for other vegetables. In the final column, I estimated the dollars saved by growing each vegetable in my 40 square foot bed. For instance, I found that growing chives could save nearly $700. Of course, I don't plan to grow only chives in my raised bed, but this gives me a good idea of the potential savings. Based on my calculations, I compiled a list of vegetables that are worth growing and others that might not be. One vegetable that might not be worth growing is corn. It takes up a lot of space, requires multiple plants for proper pollination, and store-bought corn is relatively inexpensive. Plus, in our garden, the squirrels tend to love corn and will often eat it before it even has a chance to ripen. Another vegetable on the might not be worth growing list is cabbage. While homegrown cabbage can taste better, it's readily available and cheap at the store, and it requires a lot of water to stay juicy. Potatoes also fall into this category. Though they can be delicious homegrown, they are very inexpensive at the store and need a lot of space to grow properly. Finally, the vegetable that takes the top spot in the might not be worth growing category is beets. While they're affordable at the store, beetroots require ample space to grow healthy roots, which can be a challenge if your garden is small or already crowded with other plants. Now, let's take a look at the list of high-value vegetables to grow. Tomatoes are a great choice because store-bought tomatoes, especially organic or heirloom varieties, can be expensive. Homegrown tomatoes not only taste better, but also yield in abundance. Zucchini and summer squash are highly productive vegetables, often producing more than a family can consume from just a few plants, making them a great addition to a small garden. Cucumbers are another highly prolific plant, perfect for fresh eating, pickling, or adding to salads. Scallions and bunching onions are easy to grow and can be continuously harvested by cutting the greens, providing a steady supply for cooking. Bell peppers can be pricey, especially organic ones, but homegrown peppers are more flavorful and can be frozen for later use. Cauliflower and broccoli are often expensive in stores, and homegrown versions are fresher, more nutritious, and free from pesticides. Bagged greens can be costly and spoil quickly, but growing your own ensures freshness and allows for continuous harvests, giving you a consistent supply of nutritious, homegrown greens. Kale and Swiss chard also thrive in the home garden, offering fresher, more nutritious produce without pesticides or preservatives. These greens can be harvested multiple times, making them cost-effective over the long term. Spinach grown at home is often more flavorful, and you can enjoy it right after picking, ensuring the best taste and maximum nutrition. And the winner for the home garden is herbs. Growing herbs like chives, mint, thyme, oregano, basil, and rosemary allows you to have fresh, flavorful herbs on hand whenever you need them, without relying on store-bought options that lose potency over time. Herbs are often expensive to buy and tend to spoil quickly, but growing your own ensures a continuous supply and saves money. They're also free from pesticides and preservatives, and gardening herbs is easy, sustainable, and rewarding. I decided to ask ChatGPT to help me create a layout plan for my raised bed, including a selection of high-value vegetables I wanted to grow this season. I added carrots and bush beans to the mix and chose to leave out zucchini, cauliflower, and cucumbers for this year. ChatGPT generated a great companion planting layout, and while I tried to get a visual diagram to match the plan, I couldn't quite get the dimensions to come out right. So after a few attempts, I let it go. Still, I've got a solid idea of how I'll be planting everything. What about you? What are you planning to grow this year? Let me know in the comments below, and see you next time.